Hello again, it's me Nanigans. My computer has crashed 3 times. I'm the coach of Panhandle Polys. Please watch this video. So this is my matchup versus my week 1 matchup versus Hi-Ho Silvally's. Real quick, this is my team. I like them. They're all cool. Slowbro, just a bulky pivot. Weavile, very scary mon for me. Basically sweeps half my team. But Clefable, Lucario, and Miltank all handle it. Deal with it pretty well, I'd say. Amoonguss, problem causer. Beats Gourgeist with poison type and beats Clefable poison type. Cannot spore Gourgeist, thankfully. But basically just a bulky switch in that forces switch outs, which is very obnoxious. Blacephalon, just a late game sweeper in my opinion for this matchup. Seismitoad would have been a great big monster. I prepped insanely highly for this monster. Basically because Lantern and Electabuzz could not come and Volt Switch at all because of this guy. Girder messes up a good half of my team. Slowking Galar and Clefable could both deal with it. Dragonite too. Duraludon I slept on. Good mon. Pretty good, surprisingly. Meowstic is just a prankster mon that sets up screens. Trapinch forces me to not bring Electabuzz, basically. And Emolga, I kind of wanted Emolga to come because I didn't think it was that threatening. But I think I played really well this matchup. And what they ended up bringing was Girder, Duraludon, Weavile, Amoonguss, Slowbro, and Blacephalon. I'm recording, right? Yeah, I'm recording. Okay, cool. Whoops. So I ended up bringing a Choice Band Gourgeist just to push Poltergeist, because that's just no normal type means I get to do that very safely. And Poltergeist is a really good move. Dragonite just for dual wing beat, extreme speed, usual Dragonite stuff, heavy duty boots. Clefable was a leftovers cleric set. Basically Miltank and Clefable both had healing moves and heal bell on them because I could not afford to get status on any of my mons this matchup. Zoroark is just a fast U-turner essentially with a choice scarf. Kind of illusion is there to fuck with people, and that's about all it can do. It's not really that good of an ability, but he is pretty good of a mon without that ability. Lucario is a nasty plot special set because Vacuum Wave one-shots Weavile, and he can basically deal with everything else on the team somewhat with Dark Pulse. So getting into it, I lead with Gourgeist, which is actually just my Zoroark, because I think it's funny. So I switch into my Clefable, which is not the best decision, because Steel moves do a lot of damage, unfortunately. So I switch into Dragonite thinking, oh, I can take Steel moves, that's how it works, right? And then he drops a Draco on me, and I'm dead. So I'm essentially fighting this battle 5v6, which is not great. So I go Gourgeist into his Amoonguss, and his Amoonguss does not want to deal with more Gourgeist, so I just start pushing Poltergeist with Choice Band. Unfortunately, I missed the second one, which does kind of matter long term. And I lose my Choice Band, which means I'm going to be doing significantly less damage, because that basically turned this into a 3-hit KO rather than a 2-hit KO. He would have had to switch out immediately. Gourgeist is so physically bulky though that she is able to take basically anything from Amoonguss at this current HP. Gourgeist hits a super awesome crit on this Weavile. I might be down him on, but with how much damage Gourgeist has done, it's basically even at this point. Especially against this Weavile. Weavile is a dead man walking, because Weavile can't do anything to Miltank, and Miltank's gonna switch in on Weavile every single time. Get a little bit of shift on Girder. I actually was running Zen Headbutt in some mock battles, but I decided the normal stab was going to be better long term. It didn't really matter though. If anything, it just made me think, okay, maybe we don't say N versus Girder, which is for the best. So Clef can take a few hits. I try to set up a wish, and this is a very important wish pass. I call him out on switching. Call them out, my bad, on their switches. And I just buckle down, I don't switch. Because wish is just basically a whole mind game if you're going to switch or not, in my opinion. You're creating the game to be a 50-50 situation, and it's up to you to call out the other player on it, what you think they're going to be wishing, because it's like either I go to Gorgeist, or I go to Miltank, or I stay in. Those are my three options, basically. Or I protect. Which most people do run Wish Protect. This is kind of irregular. This is not a normal Clef set. So I ran Stealth Rocks. Finally got my rocks up on this Clef. Because they do not like switching, and it also helps me scout for if something is booted. I got Clef back to full HP using wishes and stuff, and now it's asleep, which is not great. It takes the Future Sight like champ, which also, the amount of damage it does tells me that this Slowbro is not very special attack invested. It's probably much more of a multi-pivot. Gorgeist takes in this these rocks and just gets this meaty wish, which is amazing, and ends this Blacephalon's life, which is all. This is what this Gorgeist was born to do, was take out this Blacephalon. So that was huge, and it got more health back from the wish, which is great. I sit on Weavile, I switch out on Girder. Clefable's back, taking anything that Girder can do. Girder can't do anything that so I just keep Clef asleep, wasting turns asleep. I think to myself, like, okay, this is not going so great. I push Earthquake right here, which would have one-shot him, I think. I didn't calc it. If I had known that they were gonna push Body Press, I would have pushed Milk Drink and just healed up, and he would have died. They would have died to Duraludon would have died to Rocky Helmet damage. So I push Body Slam, does nothing. Just basically, like, you can tell, it's very telegraphed when a Slowbro is going to come in and switch out, teleport, because there's nothing you can really do about it. So I'm kind of just waiting out the Future Sight, because that's what is more important to me, is waiting out Future Sights. I get Toxic, I take the Future Sight. This is not ideal. I do not want to be Toxic to Lomlon. And now it's kind of a battle of nutrition to see if I can heal up and not be poisoned when I switch back out. I also wake up Clef from sleeping, which is not good. Not ideal. We want Clef to be sleeping, so our sweepers sleep. They want to sweep. So I get in my heal bell finally. Girder's here to mess me up. So we go back to Clef, who's now awake. It's just kind of a whole bunch of neutral game at this point. Just trying to get reads and stuff. Go for another wish. We go back to Gorgeist, try to get more heals on Gorgeist. Because his Sludge Bomb is not going to kill me. And I do not have enough Poltergeist to 3-hit KO him now. Him as in Lucas. So we go for one Poltergeist, and does nothing. But now I've kind of officially, I go into Lucario here to take a poison damage, and I think to myself, all right, they are going to do two things here. They are going to push Spore to put me to sleep, or they're going to push Stomping Tantrum to kill Lucario. If they push Spore, that probably means they do not have Stomping Tantrum. So I switch back out into Clef. I take the sleep, which, thank goodness they ran sleep instead of Stomping Tantrum. So Clef is asleep. Now nothing can fall asleep, and I'm just gonna try to not push heal for the rest of the game. We got a sneaky little Zoroark to switch out. And it pays off because Zoroark comes in and switches into my Ghost type, which can't do anything. So I go for this trick here. I really wish I ran Synthesis this game because it would have helped Gourgeist survive way more. But all in all, I needed to get this Black Sludge off of this guy or the Eviolite. One of the two. One of them needed to go. It just happened to be the one that I wanted. I really didn't care about whatever these items were. So Conquest comes in, takes the item, and skedaddles. So every time I switch in, he takes a little bit more damage, which matters so much. Rookie of the Year is the most honest name ever, by the way. This dude's an MVP. So I let Gourgeist die because Gourgeist has done its job. It took out Blacephalon. That's all it really needed to do. And it took an item off of one of these guys, which is so important. So I switch in to Lucario, because I know Dark Pulse will, on boosted, will kill at 36%. So I do an Aura Sphere. I guess I do an Aura Sphere. Never mind, I'm dumb. So no burn here, which is cool. And then I just think, okay, he's gonna switch out. They are going to switch out. I'm going to Nasty Plot up and just start spamming Dark Pulse, and there's nothing they can do to beat me at this point. And Lucario basically saved the game because Amoonguss did not have Somni Tantrum. And I Vacuum Wave Weavile because Weavile cannot outspeed, or Weavile can hit me with an Ice Shard, but it's not going to kill because my Time Floor resisted. And they didn't have Mach Punch, I'm assuming. So I wasn't super worried about that either. I don't think I would have lived that Mach Punch at this percent either, unless it was attack resisted. But yeah, Lucario just cleaned this game, and it looks pretty smooth. And I save 4-point differential. Gourgeist pulled in so much weight this matchup. Dragonite didn't do anything, unfortunately, except die, which is always one of them every season. So I hope it's not my 13-point Mon that's doing this to me. Clef did a good job. Didn't get paralyzed. That's all I wanted it to do. Miltank, phenomenal Weavile counter. And Blacephalon counter for that matter too. Gourgeist and this thing are like best friends. They like mesh up so well. Zoroark, no damage, baby. No damage. And Lucario just came in like the hero and saved the day. But really, really good GGs to Kodako. This was their first draft match with Indigo. Really, this game had me on the edge of my seat the entire time, and I cannot wait to see the rest of their games. Super fun matchup, and this is how Indigo League started, or Indigo League Season 4 started. So, thank you guys, all y'all homies and partners, for taking the time to watch this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Bye.